Why does the world feel like it's crumbling beneath your feet, as if one moment you were standing firm and the next you're falling into an abyss you never saw coming? You're not imagining it, that shattering silence, that hollow ache in your chest. It's the shock of loss, the first cruel stage of grief that grips you like a vice and whispers a secret you're not ready to hear. Nothing will ever be the same. You're walking through a fog, aren't you? The kind where your hands reach out for something familiar, a laugh, a touch, a voice, but they grasp nothing but air. I see you, sitting in your car, staring at the dashboard, wondering how the world dares to keep spinning when your universe has stopped. You're not crazy for feeling this way. You're human, caught in the raw, unfiltered chaos of losing someone who was your anchor. Shock is a thief. It steals your breath, your clarity, and leaves you stranded in a body that feels like it belongs to someone else. You might be screaming inside, asking why this happened, begging God to rewind time, but the truth is, this stage isn't here to destroy you. It's here to protect you, to cushion your heart from a pain too massive to process all at once. You don't believe me yet, do you? That's okay. You don't have to. Just keep breathing, even when it hurts. Let me tell you about a woman named Sarah, who sat in her kitchen one night, clutching a coffee mug her brother used to drink from, the one with the chipped handle he'd laugh about every time he visited. Her brother was gone, taken in a car accident, and Sarah's world went silent. She'd walked past his old room, expecting to hear his voice, but the silence screamed louder than any sound ever could. She was stuck in shock, her mind replaying the moment she got the call, her body numb, her heart refusing to accept the truth. You know that feeling, don't you? That moment when your brain says, this can't be real, even as your tears betray you. Sarah didn't know it then, but that shock was her soul's way of shielding her, giving her time to catch her breath before the next wave hit. And it did hit, anger, the second stage, the one that feels like fire in your veins. You're not just sad now, you're furious. Furious at the doctors who couldn't save them, at the universe for letting this happen, at God for staying silent when you needed him most. You might even be angry at the person you lost. How dare they leave you here to pick up the pieces? You're clenching your fists, aren't you? Feeling that heat rise in your chest, that urge to scream at the sky. Sarah felt it too. She'd slam doors, snap at friends who tried to help, and curse the world for moving on while she was stuck in a nightmare. One night, she threw that chipped mug against the wall, watching it shatter, just like her heart. But here's the hidden truth about anger. It's not your enemy. It's your heart crying out, demanding to be heard, refusing to let you numb out completely. You're allowed to be angry. You're allowed to shake your fist at the heavens and demand answers. God can handle it. He's not afraid of your rage. He's right there in it, holding you even when you can't feel him. But anger isn't where you stay. It's a bridge, leading you to the next stage, bargaining, the quiet, desperate stage where you start making deals with the universe. You're whispering to yourself, aren't you? If I could just have one more day with them, I'd say everything I never got to say. You're replaying every moment, every missed call, every argument, thinking, if I'd done things differently, maybe they'd still be here. Sarah did this too. She'd lie awake at night, bargaining with God, promising to be a better sister, a better person, if he'd just bring her brother back. She'd walk past his room, imagining him there, telling herself she'd trade anything for one more laugh, one more hug. Bargaining is a trickster. It makes you believe you can rewrite the past, but it's really your heart's way of grappling with a reality you're not ready to face. You're not weak for bargaining. You're just human, clinging to hope in a world that feels hopeless. But here's the shocking truth. Those what-ifs and if-onlys are your heart's way of processing love, of honoring the person you lost by refusing to let them go too quickly. You're not failing by feeling this way. You're fighting to keep their memory alive. And then comes depression, the stage that feels like a heavy fog settling over your soul. You're not just sad now, you're empty. You're waking up each morning, wondering why you even bother. You're smiling in public, nodding at people who ask if you're okay, but inside, you're drowning. Sarah knew this stage well. She'd sit in her brother's room, staring at his old guitar, the one he'd play to make her laugh, and feel nothing but a crushing weight. She stopped going out, stopped answering calls, stopped believing joy was possible. You're there too, aren't you? Feeling like happiness is a betrayal, like moving forward means leaving them behind. But let me tell you a secret, this depression isn't a sign of weakness, it's a sign of how deeply you loved. The depth of your pain mirrors the depth of your love, and that's not something to be ashamed of. God sees you in this darkness, and he's not asking you to rush through it. He's sitting with you, holding your hand, even when you can't feel his presence. You don't have to fix yourself right now. You just have to keep showing up, even if it's just to breathe. Sarah didn't see it at first, but little by little, she started to notice glimmers of light, a kind word from a friend, a song on the radio that reminded her of her brother's laugh. Those glimmers led her to the final stage, acceptance. This isn't about being okay or over it. You'll never be over it, and that's okay. Acceptance is about learning to carry the loss without letting it define you. It's about waking up one day and realizing you can smile without guilt, that you can love them and still live. Sarah found this when she picked up her brother's guitar and started playing it, not perfectly, but with love. She cried, but there were different tears, tears of gratitude for the time they had, tears of hope for the life she could still build. You're not there yet, are you? And that's okay. You don't have to be. But let me warn you, acceptance isn't a destination you arrive at, it's a journey you walk, one step at a time. You'll stumble, you'll fall, but you'll keep going. Here's the first key insight. Every stage of grief is a testament to your love, and no stage is wasted. Shock protects you, anger honors your pain, bargaining keeps their memory alive, depression measures your love, and acceptance builds a bridge to hope. The second insight, you're not alone, even when it feels like it. God is with you, weaving a story of healing through every tear, every scream, every silent prayer. The third insight, healing doesn't mean forgetting, it means carrying their love in a way that lets you live again. The fourth insight, your pain is sacred, a hidden gift that connects you to the person you lost and to every soul who's ever grieved. And the fifth, you are stronger than you know, because you're still here, still breathing, still fighting. Sarah's story isn't just her story, it's yours too. You're walking this path, and it's messy, painful, and unfair. But there's a mystery in this journey, a divine thread pulling you forward. You might not see it now, but every tear you shed is watering the seeds of healing. You're not just surviving, you're becoming. You're learning to carry love in a new way, to find joy without guilt, to trust that God's plan is bigger than your pain. You're not broken, you're being remade. So keep going, even when it hurts. Keep breathing, even when it's hard. Keep loving, even when it feels impossible. Because the truth is, you're not just navigating grief, you're discovering a strength you never knew you had, a faith that can move mountains, and a love that death can never touch. You are enough, and you will heal, not because you're strong, but because you're loved. So take the next step, right now, and trust that the God who holds your heart will carry you through.